Bitch, I'm way off in the huh. Offset apparently got wounded in the field. My boy got shot. Offset been in shambles. He's been in a deficit when it comes financially. You know what I'm saying? I just seen him last time I seen Offset. He was on WWE. He made a random ass appearance on WWE. Friday Night SmackDown. He was like a ringside, you know what I'm saying? He was a ringside chaperone. He wasn't even doing nothing but screaming. He didn't even get no real motion in there besides just being out there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Offset still got some motion around here. I don't understand why people be saying he's broke, but he still got people that want his services. As long as you got people that want your services, you're not really broke. You got a way to make ends meet. You got a way to make some money. You know what I'm saying? But if you breaking your morals to do that, that's when you broke spiritually. If you can't keep your morals uptight, you know what I'm saying, just to get your mind, get your financial goals in life, you start breaking the moral boundaries just so you can get some financial blessings, bro. It ain't gonna last too long, and let alone it's not gonna be good for you. You're not gonna be fully satisfied. You're gonna be missing out on certain things. Let alone you just not gonna experience life the best way people know how. You know what I'm saying? Because you selling yourself short, going for below the barrel things just because you know this is what's gonna get you clicks, tips, and money. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you're gonna be satisfied. You still gonna be out here looking for love in some way, shape, or form. You feel me? So don't be like these niggas that we watch on the internet. You feel me? Learn how to really generate real love, genuine love around you, and that's gonna help you when you're going through tough times. When it's finance problems, or just real world problems. People around you tweaking out. You know what I'm saying? A lifelong journey to figure it out. Because some people are only self-fed their own ego. Some people only know that and only know what's best for themselves, what they think they know is best for themselves, because that's all they've been allowed, is being spoiled, get shit handed to them, and things coming to them too easy. Things come to you too easy. After for so long, you might have came up in a hardship, but then you get readjusted. Once you get used to having money, you readjust for so long. If you've had money for more than 5 to 10 years after being broke, you sometimes forget how your life was. You don't forget, but you don't live like how you used to live. Literally, that's how it's supposed to be, in a sense. Like, you're supposed to level up. Your finances level up, your tax bracket level up, the way you carry yourself will level up a little bit. You don't have to be like you uptight and better than everybody else, but you can at least show that you have a little bit more wisdom. That's why you got some money. Some people, you don't have to be smart to be rich out here. If you haven't learned that already, a lot of people got a lot of money and it's just dumb. They don't even have dumb. They don't have to think to use their money. They just use it. You know what I'm saying? So as we're trying to grow as people, you know what I'm saying, we got to understand how to use our money the right way, so we're not being stuck in endless cycles of violence and political battles. You feel me? There's other things for us to experience in this world as a mass population than just violence and war on technology, war on future minds and past minds. There'd be some wild shit going on. Nonetheless, it shows everything on purpose.
$1 million, that's what they cost. Ok, c'est bon. Ok, c'est bon.
Yeah.
He's still going, he's still mad.
Damn.
This guy detained.
This is what niggas be wanting to see though out of rappers. Like, young niggas, they be wanting to see niggas crash out about some bullshit. You feel me? That's what they think they earn, some street code respect, some hood respect, because they standing on some type of business. Niggas just don't know how to keep their money financially stable. You feel me? This is what I was talking about earlier. Niggas don't know how to move money correctly. Not even move money, know how to handle money correctly. If you owe somebody some money, pay them. Pay them.
Broke. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the stream too. That broke. That pop. I'll tell y'all a true story. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Casino. He was pop. He was panicking. He was asking random people for cash apps. He was broke. I don't know what happened. Nobody was answering his phone call. He popped, trying to run up, chasing. Must got a gambling addiction. And the says, yo, he just popped. He calling for cash apps in front of me. I ain't gonna lie to you. The first 5 I offered, I'm like, yo, you probably waiting for some bread. Wait for my money. I swung that 5. You know how I get? He get.
Hell nah. What's going on, YouTube? If you haven't noticed already, we are getting into this Offset and Lil Tjay fiasco. You know what I'm saying? My boy Offset took a wound in battle. You feel me? My boys are at the casino trying to make some bread. Let alone he owes a nigga some bread. That's what this is all about. He owes Lil Tjay some money on, and shit was not fun on. Nothing was fun on because he owed that nigga some money on, and shit got a little handsy. You feel me? Little lethal weapons got involved. You feel me? In GTA. And I gotta hear what Poetic Flacco's analysis is on this situation. You feel me? Let alone if he got some more intel that I might have missed. Cause I feel like we watched his videos together last time about Offset and his financial problems. We're gonna start off with this. We're gonna segue into some more great videos. We're just getting this out the way because I woke up to this. It's some random ass information.
Go in the stomach after slapping.
Random ass information. Hold on. First off, make sure. Yep, I was gonna do a reaction with no video up. You feel me? Let's get it going now.
Offset got shot about an hour ago in the stomach after slapping the living ish out of Lil Tjay in Florida. Before we even discuss what took place today, let's rewind a little bit to talk about why Offset and Lil Tjay even got beef or why there was even an altercation today.
This is a good example of why some people, they might present themselves as having all this luxury and all this extra popping out jewelry, clothes, and all this extra shit. But even though they got all this exterior that shows them that they live in high life, high status, high luxury, mindset wise, they're not in luxury. Mindset wise, heart wise, they guys living in torture, torment, and they're looking for something to help satisfy them, to help get them to another quick fix, because what they was doing before didn't satisfy them for as long as they thought it was. So they trying to do something else to try to feed that hunger they once had, but they don't got it like that. You feel me? It's not like that. Some people, you can't misuse your gifts. So you get to misusing your gifts, you get lost in the sauce, you start doing dumbass shit. Because both of these individuals, Lil Tjay and Offset, make some good music. You feel me? They fell off from making some good music. Offset be going back and forth from making good music because he be making songs by Cardi B the whole time. I'm not for listening to songs and you over here trying to vent to your baby moms, bro. I'm here to listen to some good music. Niggas out here going through torment, putting out tormented music. Like, don't nobody want to hear that shit. Sometimes niggas want to listen to some good, upbeat, happy music. Niggas be forgetting that this is part of the craft of hip hop too. Make all type of emotional music. You're not just mad, sad, and upset music. You can have all types of emotions when you rapping, bro.
So Lil Tjay came on social media about this.
They be living through torment despite portraying themselves in this overbright, eccentric way. This is not how they feel themselves sometimes.
Last year to expose Offset for being in debt and owing him money and not wanting to pay. Lil Tjay will call Offset a broke you know what and claim nobody should ever borrow Offset money ever again because he's a bum who won't pay it back.
Why this Offset? Offset broke. Oh yeah, I
just watched that.
Panicking. He was asking random people for cash apps. He was broke.
If you go to the
I don't know what happened. Nobody was answering his phone call. He trying to run up, chasing. Must got a gambling addiction. Yo, he just popped. He called it cash apps in front of me. I ain't gonna lie to you. The first 5 I offered, I'm like, yo, you probably waiting for some bread. But the pops
owe me with my money, man. Tjay could have had
run off for 5 beans. He popped for the.
Lil Tjay could have had a better approach, but yo, after a while of you owe me with my money, man.
What he say? He said, where you at? Not gonna lie. No, I don't even know what the fuck that nigga, he put the emojis over. I can't even see what the fuck he said. He said, oh yeah, that's Lil T. This is Lil Tjay messaging Offset. You feel me? Offset said, you just seen this pop up. Gotta be the wrong nigga. You texting, boy. I'll slide you. You barely lived. Barely lived already. Who the fuck you think you talk to, nigga? That nigga wild.
I don't feel like I gotta be a gentleman anymore about it, bruh. Like, you know you owe me money, but you're ducking me. So Tjay wrote Offset and he says, where you at?
Somebody wrote him.
Where you at? Not gonna lie, I'ma slap the whole ish out of you. Offset responded back, huh? You joking, right? Now, Lil Tjay don't even know. And Igaboo loved this.
Yeah.
Understand what I mean when I say an Igaboo loved this. Now, I don't borrow Igga's money for a reason because I know how that turns out. Igga will want to beef with you about the same money he owes you. Lil TJ don't even know he just gave Offset a way out. Igaboos are already looking not to pay you back. And
He'd rather fight it than pay you back.
their path of action not to pay you back, they usually pretend like it's smoke. They usually fake a beef with you. So Lil TJ beat Offset to the punch. Offset was already going to try to fake a beef with Lil TJ so he don't have to pay him back. Lil TJ saying that, or Offset like, today is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in
That
it,
shit,
man.
wow, bro. Niggas that got gambling problems will go through so many different ends to make sure that they just make sure they can continue their habit and not build from it. You feel me?
Yeah, I don't got to pay back that low money because of
Offset
smoke.
don't have a gambling problem, bro.
Offset told that boy, I'ma smoke you about the money you owe me. You gonna kill me about money you owe me? Nah, I don't borrow Igga's money, man. I don't even deal with Iggas when it comes to things like this, man. Somebody
Let alone over $100, nigga. You loaned this nigga, you said 5 bands. I don't give a fuck how much money I got, nigga. If you were self-made, man, you should be able to self-make yourself some more money, nigga. You shouldn't be asking no other niggas for some money if you a self-made man, bro. Don't ever ask me or ask another nigga for some shit if you already got your own money. If you asking other motherfuckers for money at the casino, your ass need to go home.
says Offset says you barely lived already. Who the F you think you talking to, ninja? You got to be talking to the wrong ninja. I'm in New York right now. Come smack me, little boy.
Crazy behind the phone.
So Lil TJ was
grown men. Don't be just YNs talking crazy behind phones. It be old niggas talking crazy behind the phone like shit don't have repercussions. Just because you behind a device just like the rest of us don't mean that shit ain't gonna catch up to you, old nigga. Just like the young niggas too. Everybody gonna get that same energy that they put out gonna come right back to you. So watch what you talking to. This shit is not age restricted.
the one who posted this, by the way, and he tagged Offset and he says, Offset, yo, pay that tab, homie. Don't fade yourself over a little 10-pack. TJ responded back to Offset and he says, Miami. Offset says, if it's that, stop DMing me for trace reasons. TJ says, nah, never that, little bro. I just want my 10. Offset says, say that. Now, Lil TJ shared this and he says, do not loan Offset no money. He's popped.
I need niggas to finish school because if you're going to say popped in the past tense, you need 2 P's. That looks like you said he's poped. You feel me? That's not correct grammar, my boy. I need niggas, especially you rappers, niggas. Y'all supposed to be one of the most vocabulary adjacent and like impressive niggas. Y'all supposed to be knowing y'all words. If you don't know how to spell basic, that's not even a hard word that you feel me make grammatically correct, my nigga. Come on now.
Lil TJ then made an Instagram post where he says, I could never be broke like Offset running off making smoke over lunch money. I'ma have to smoke on 100 streams for it to get to all that. But yeah, free smoke tomorrow for ninjas. Offset then commented and he tags Lil TJ and he says, let's hit on live. I'll fly to you. This ain't gonna stop your fell off allegations. Offset then says, meet me in New York and give me a 1 on live. I've seen Lil TJ fight playfully. I've seen Offset fight on camera. Let's just say, based on my understanding and expert analysis of their Igga chakra, I'll probably give the advantage to Offset.
If I'm taking a head-to-head bout between rappers, Offset, Lil TJ, I don't know. I'm gonna take whoever has the most heart. I have to really see them stand off face to face. I have to see that face to face off because, height and wingspan is a good advantage to have on motherfuckers. But if you don't know how to have your balance, your footwork together, that's for both ends, Lil TJ and for Offset. If you don't have no coordination behind your moves and your swings, you just swinging for head, swinging for daylights. This could be anybody's bout. You feel me? So I'm leaving it to whoever has the most heart gonna win that fight. Fuck you talking about.
I don't feel like Lil TJ really wants to fight Offset particularly, but once it goes to
Lil TJ just want his money back. Fuck all the fighting.
Social media, there's really no there's really no copping it, because the first person to DM the other person and say, "Hey man, yo, what are we doing, bro? Let's just talk about it." And there's a screenshot of that person DMing the other person first. Now that person is going to be known as a mark and a buster online, right? That's just a fact. Now, this could be avoided if Offset didn't have a gambling addiction. Offset has a gambling addiction, bro.
I guess
Lil
so.
TJ isn't the only one that Offset owes money to.
Goddamn.
Offset got exposed by Selena Powell by calling her in the middle of the night at the casino and asked her to bring him $15,000 so he could keep on gambling. He's a fiend.
Yeah, he's fiend.
Now, just like Lil TJ, he didn't pay back Selena Powell.
And apparently, motherfuckers do it for Offset too much to where he could just keep calling. He got a call log list of motherfuckers he could call, and they gonna bring him the money, bro. That's the unfortunate thing about it. Why I don't really care too much for gambling, because motherfuckers will really waste their whole financial equity on gambling and a bad habit when they could use that same money to help rebuild the black community. I'm talking to my black people, bro. If you got a gambling problem, bro, please call that 1-800-GAMBLING number. You feel me? Because we could really reestablish or reset the foundation of our community if we just spend our money wisely. We spend our money on so much bullshit, bro. It's crazy. We need to focus our real mental time on things that's important and, you feel me, things that can actually help build our future and our present day.
Either.
Like, yo.
Fuck waiting for all.
I need a favor. This
Wait, let's not
test.
skip over that. He told her he still needed that. He still needed that.
Oh. So he was like, "This is
I don't even fuck with this bitch. This open loop ass motherfucker, boy. She be eating off the black community for no reason. She be sharking for black niggas. For you motherfuckers that got good intentions in life and got a good status already made, and you just under the cover, look out for these bitches like Selena Powell, because they just gonna try and get in your sheets, add you to their stat sheet, and call it another fucking day. They just trying to get out the fucking suburbs and get to a gated community. They don't have nothing else to do with their life but try and get into bed with a nigga and be a better fucking mom than they ever could be and ever could imagine. You feel me? Not to say that's not a bad thing, but at the same time, if you don't have nothing else to bring besides your body as a sexual purpose, get the fuck out my face, especially out my black people's face, bro. Get the fuck out of here. We don't need no waste of space in this
favor, and this is a test. I was like, okay, what? He was like, how much money can you get, or are you by? And I was like, I mean, like, I have I sent him the video, like, all that money that I have in my safe.
You're rich.
And he immediately called me. He called me back, and then he was like, bring all of it. And I was like, I don't even know how much this is. He was like, bring all of it, because I have a ton of 20s and then, like, hundreds.
At the time, not now, currently.
No.
Because, continue. Keep going.
Because now, so then he was like, yeah, bring all of it. So I actually did. But
that's why I say stay away from these girls, because they just as dumb as the next motherfucker. This is the airhead motherfucker. There are nothing's clicking in between these two eyeballs. There's nothing clicking in between these two eyeballs. Even though she's giving us this story, ain't nothing clicking behind this story besides her telling it. She just want to tell motherfuckers her life.
In my mind, I was like, I can't give him the 20s. Like, let me just give him the hundreds. He was like counting out in the car. I went to the casino, by the way. I'm not going to do every single detail and have this.
She's working on her 40-minute straight drive.
And just like Offset did to Lil TJ, when it came back to paying back the money he borrowed, all of a sudden Offset created beef so he don't got to pay it back. So Selena Powell would post on her social media that she was getting threatened by Offset because she asked Offset to pay back the money that he owes her. So she took to her social media to says, if anything happens to me, Offset did it. She would also go and says, tired of this grown man threatening me almost every day and got me living in fear because he owes me $15,000. I tried to get my money back for weeks and all I've gotten is threats. So this is like the Offset play, man.
Mentality right there.
If you've been around people, serial money borrowers, serial always wanting something from you, always go, you know what I'm talking about, bruh. These people, they're sociopaths. They do these things, man. They get your money, then they create a beef with you so they don't got to pay it back. This is the play for broke, thirsty, dumb dusties. I just wouldn't think that Offset, who's a multimillionaire, would have to go down to this extent to create problems for himself so he don't have to pay.
You would think niggas like Offset would have this money on hand for his damn self that he wouldn't even have to ask another nigga for money. But no, niggas like this, just because you have a lot of money coming in don't mean you know how to keep your money and keep that same amount of money coming in constantly. Niggas don't be doing shit with that money they have. They have all this money and fuck it off.
Pay back thousands of dollars when you are a millionaire. It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. Now, Selena Powell would even post a particular video from Offset, pretty much exposing him in 4K as well. And here's what the video has to say.
What?
Okay.
Think shit sweet. I'm thinking sweet. Shit ain't sweet, on my mama, it ain't. My mama, you think you seen something every time? Why did?
Okay.
So, like this is just absurd, man. And apparently, Offset kept the same energy.
Talking crazy to a woman is insane, bro. Like, you get no cool points, you get no bonus points in life. Talking crazy to a woman like you own some shit, bro. Please get on with that shit.
In person when he's seen Lil TJ. The incident happened near the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Now, Offset was indeed shot in the leg. Offset was transported to the hospital. He was listed in stable condition. Now, he's still in the hospital as far as I was told. Now, a rep for the
niggas say he in the hospital hoping Cardi B will walk in or something.
Seminole County Police Department tells TMZ, we are aware of an incident that occurred at a valet area after 7 p.m. Monday outside of Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, that resulted in non-life-threatening injuries to an individual who was transported to Memorial Regional Hospital in Hollywood. The rep added, Seminole police were on site immediately and the situation was contained quickly. 2 individuals have been detained by police. The investigation is ongoing. The site is secure and there is no threat to the public. Operations continue as normal. Here's what happened, okay? Lil TJ and Offset are both at this casino. Offset is a gambling addict. Offset is at the casino almost every day. If you're somebody who wants to meet Offset one day, go to a casino in Florida. Offset is gonna be there. That's just what Offset does. Offset is a gambling addict. I don't know why he's that's his thing. He's at a casino 24/7 gambling. So Offset and Lil TJ is both outside of the casino. They're in the valet area. While in the valet area, they ran into each other. I was told that Offset is who engaged the altercation. He engaged the confrontation.
Of course he
now,
did.
Like I said before,
you don't want to pay that money.
Offset is somebody who can fight. Offset, I don't think is scared of Lil TJ not one bit. Now, I was told, Lil TJ wasn't backing down either. They both got in each other's faces. Offset took off on Lil TJ. Offset put hands and feet on Lil TJ.
Damn.
And somebody pulled out a gun and shot Offset. Now, who that person is, use your imagination. Who would have an invested interest in shooting Offset because Offset is whooping on Lil TJ? Use your imagination. Now, 2 people have been detained. It's unclear if Lil TJ is one of the 2 that's been detained. Now, academics did say he spoke to Lil TJ representative as well as Offset representative. Now, Lil TJ and his rep is offering little to no information because obviously, duh, right? Like, what are they going to say? Hey, bruh, like Lil TJ got his butt whooped, so Lil TJ and his associate shot Offset. Man, cut it out, bro. They can't say it. So they told AC there was an altercation, but we can't say much at the time. Sorry, cat's out the bag.
This little case, if we thought this damn Gucci Man Pushashi case was gonna be some shit, goddamn, this case is finna cook up, finna be some wild shit, because they try to go into suing each other. That shit gonna be wild.
Okay, Lil TJ was getting whooped on
each other for real,
and shots were fired.
What? Someone's about to go to jail behind some bullshit. One of the 2.
And
that's the thing that I really want motherfuckers to focus on. Do not idolize these rappers that all they do is do the same cycles of what we've been trying to avoid. They make it out their little spot of humble beginnings. They make it to the limelight. They have their period of just going crazy. They have their prime. Then that time post prime, when I'm trying to see if they can get a second prime or if they just gonna settle into the back half of their career, them niggas be falling off. They be crashing out. They be doing dumb shit. They either go to jail for doing some dumb shit that just because people ain't been tuning in like they used to, they just start doing dumbass old habits and they get locked up for it. Or they dumbasses don't ever pop up again. They just stay in their little self and they stay in their little bubble and they make their own echo chamber of communities. It might be a little toxic, it might not be a little toxic. They might just do something totally different. It's a weird, interesting space because these niggas, when it comes to these rappers, they just be falling off. They either go back to jail or they, knock on wood, I don't want no more rappers to die, but they be dying, bro. They either fall back into jail or die because they don't know how to break that habit of when people are not paying attention to them for their music as much as they was in the beginning. They don't be knowing how to pivot all the way. Either they temporarily pivot to WWE or temporarily pivot to streaming, or they just don't do anything at all until they can figure out a new song to drop. And if it ain't that one, they sit again until they find a new song to drop. They hop on that Drake feature, some random shit. and they just coast. Some motherfuckers know how to do it the right way. Follow them motherfuckers that do it the right way, cause it's hard. I'm getting tired of seeing these rappers go to jail or die, bro. It's not motivating. You feel me? Let alone what message are you sending to the youth? If all y'all niggas keep doing is the same shit you was doing that we was doing that you seen when you was in the hood, that you make songs about how you don't want to do that no more, but you still doing it. Like, what message are you really trying to send out here? That shit be annoying me.
Police at this time, they're
I
working
love the
to
music,
try to
but
figure
bro,
out what
I want y'all to be alive so I can enjoy the music too.
A lot of things to
And
get to. We don't know the current status of both rappers at this moment. It's been reported that
You know
it's
what?
a.
Fuck it. I don't want. I ain't got no more of this shit to watch. You feel me? I don't want to watch that shit no more. That shit making me feel like we're regressing as a people, bro. I did enough. I rapped to enough of that as I could. You feel me? Let me know what's your thoughts on this little TJ and Offset situation. Like, does it make sense to you? Is that something you would do? You feel me? Is this a situation you would find yourself in? Do you have friends that like to borrow money from you and just don't pay it back? How do you handle that situation? Depending on how much I lend, and depending on which friend I'm lending the money to, I chalk it up to the game. Because it's just some people you know you're never going to get that money back. So you might as well just consider it a donation. If you have friends out there that gamble a lot, you feel me, or just waste their money a lot, make sure they seek help. That is the most important thing. If you don't know how to keep your finances together in a good way, for you, me, and anybody else, if you have good information to share, please let me know in the comments and direct us to the best way to keep our finances in the best place. Because every day is changing. Our president be doing random shit. Everybody that got money be doing random dumb shit. So how do we manage our money the best way? Please let us know. And if I find out something good, I will let you guys know in the description below. But till next time, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you for tuning in for each and every video. It really goes a long way. And it keeps me motivated and it keeps me wanting to go drop new bangers for y'all. Because y'all be tuning in and turning up for me. You feel me? So nonetheless, till next time, y'all.